Heyo everybody, Haku here with my review of Mahou Shoujo Ikusei Keikaku, episode 4, So my review of episode 4, and I'm gonna try to be getting these up sooner, guys. I am so freaking sorry, because I know there are quite a few of you that have actually watched my first few reviews, and I'm so freaking sorry it took me so long for this one. I was really busy Sunday, and I couldn't do it Monday, because I have 2 videos I need to do Monday. I really want to start doing these reviews on Sunday, so hopefully I can do that from now on. I was just busy with family this Sunday up until the night. And then at nighttime I was like, I gotta watch the Walking Dead premiere because I'm going to be reviewing that and everything. So yeah, but either way, this review's finally up now and I will be struggling my hardest to get them up on Sundays from now on. But basically, we see this chick Sanai at the beginning, and Sanai is the top of her class. And she ends up becoming like this ruthless business worker, like doesn't care who she puts down as long as she succeeds or whatever. So she gets transferred because she questions her boss and everything. And she has this struggle with narcissism where she's like, the world is full of idiots. And that's a struggle that a lot of people that have talent or are intelligent have, where they're like, is it really a world full of idiots? No. But it's like, you struggle with that sometimes. So I kind of got that, and then we get the reveal that she becomes ruler, and it was great. I freaking loved that. And ruler is Sanai. Hello, click, click, hello. There's one of you that keeps commenting, or that had commented before, that ruler is your trash waifu, and I get that 100%. Hello, ruler. Especially real life ruler, but also the magical girl ruler. I didn't really take notice of it until this episode, but she has pretty nice legs, my man. Pretty nice. So basically, her power is that she can control people with her scepter. And just honestly, the scene with her becoming a magical girl was such a strong scene. It was really, really good. So we see that the 16th girl is now here, or at least we hear about it. And then Minael and Yunael attack La Pucelle, and she chases off and pursues them. They get into a fight, and Tama opens a pit for her to fall into. So then Ruler freezes Snow White, and Swim proceeds to steal her phone. So we find out that Ruler must be within 5 meters of her target and hold her pose in order for her power to work, but she has not told anyone because her weakness is the one thing that can be used against her, she thinks. So Pucelle hits one of the twins in the back, and that was pretty cool. I was like, oh damn, I was expecting her to just kill one of them or something. But basically, she knocks Tama back inside her hole, poor Tama, and the other twin grabs the injured one as a crow, so we find out they have some sort of transformation power, or at least one of them has some sort of transformation power. So Pucelle shakes the tower by hitting it with her sword and knocks Snow White and the others down. Ruler's subordinates save her, and Snow White wants to die in order to spare somebody else, pretty much. She's like, do we really even have to get my candies back? I mean, somebody has to die. I don't want anybody to die. Just, I'll take the L. I'll take the death. But Pucelle is like, I'm not allowing that. I'm a knight. I'm going to protect you and everything. So more and more just death flags all over Pucelle. Pucelle is carrying a world of death flags on her back. So we have Swim saying that she took 2,000, and Ruler is like, okay, we're going to split it. 50% to me, 25% to Swim, 8.3% to everybody else. So so then we get the actual ranking. Ruler has the least candies. The shock and surprise for me was real. I don't like doing reaction videos really, but I was almost like, there were a lot of things I would have reacted pretty crazy to this episode. So she has the least and dies, and I had no expectations of this. I was not expecting it, and we do find out her real name was Mokuo Sanai. And we also find out that Tama's real name is Inabazaki Tama, and that she's timid, can't stand up for herself, and loves old ladies. So Mary, we come back to a flashback of Calamity Mary holding a gun to Ruler, and Ruler pretty much goes around and she recruits her subjects in order to be bullet sponges for her, in order for her to be able to turn the tables and defeat Mary. So it's cool to see that Mary was her opposition, her enemy that she was recruiting people to go against. So after Ruler's death, the twins are cheering for her death. Tama's crying, and we find out that Swim Swim only took half of Snow White's candies, and she had all of the candies that she took divided equally among everyone except for Ruler, in order to make sure that Ruler had the least. And man, that is some sadness right there. She gave it to Tama, and Tama split it up between everybody, or at least told Fav to. So the Angels and Swim Swim had actually planned all of it from the start, and Swim Swim takes her body. And one thing I was wondering, why was her body covered in blood and everything? Like, I thought they die of a heart attack. Or is it a different death for each person so that people don't get suspicious? Like in, say, Death Note, everybody's dying of heart attacks, and the police and everybody around the world get suspicious. So, is it like randomized deaths? Did like wounds open up on her body like she had been shot or stabbed or something? So it's really interesting. And again, it was a really sort of somber scene for me with Swim Swim taking her body and thanking it for like allowing her to be the next ruler or everything and taking care of her and stuff. Man, it was crazy. And we do get confirmation Swim Swim is the little girl. And Ruler and Nemorine's words to her over the course of this led her to want to become the ruler herself. So, then Ripple explains to Top Speed what happened, because she puts it together. She's like, the only way for this to happen to Ruler, like as a surprise like this, is for her subordinates to have turned on her and done it. And she was like, the way she treats them, that's kind of how it's going to be going. So man, crazy. And Top Speed, we find out, actually wants to team with Sister Nana, so they go to meet with Weiss Winter Prison and Sister Nana. Then Snow White and Pucelle, we find out that they kind of hate that this competition is like forcing them to steal and kill. It's like, it's not what magical girls do, and they don't like the non-magical girlness of it. And I really, really get that, because they were like actual magical girl fans that wanted to become magical girls. So for it to be like this, that's a really cool addition to the story. Then at the very end, we see the new girl, and she is looking for Snow White. Or she says the white magical girl, that I'm assuming is Snow White since it's in her name. Yeah, for me it was more shock than sadness. I was way, infinitely more sad at Nemorine's death. Sorry to see Ruler go, but I'm not that sad about it. My response was shock. I was not expecting Ruler to die next at all. I was expecting Ruler to be maybe the 6th to the 8th death. She was going to be one of the late deaths, I was thinking. So, yeah. And whoever said that Ruler is their trash waifu is correct. Ruler is trash waifu. She's terrible, but smexy and lovable at the same time. So yeah, I liked her legs. And the real world Ruler was nice as well. Also, I think it's a nice thing to show in the story that the mental effects of this competition are starting to wear on some of them, and they're really starting to figure out some of the psychological effects. So I like that. Swim Swim is a ruthless little girl, so it's making me wonder, because I just noticed in the opening credits as well that Swim Swim, silhouetted with that big halberd thing, looks pretty menacing. I'm like, is she going to develop into the main antagonist? Because if she's ruthless enough to just take down her ruler to be the new ruler like this, just completely emotionless, I feel like she has potential to be an antagonist here. So I think for me, now that Nemorine is gone, now that I've had 2 weeks to mourn her death, who would my next waifu be? You guys can tell me who your current or next waifu is, because yours is probably still living. My next waifu, now that Nemorine has died, I'm thinking Tama for now. Weiss could be a potential one, but I'm thinking, as of episode 4, Tama is new waifu. R.I.P. First waifu Nemorine. Still, Tama not as good as Nemorine, but good. It's what we have left, really. So then, I loved the music for this episode, especially towards the beginning. Some of the music in the beginning was really good, and the animation is just freaking great. This series has really nice animation. And I'm interested to learn about the new girl for next week. I really want to see more of her because her design interests me. I'd like to see more of what goes down there and what she is like in real life. I mean, geez, that's another thing for this series, and I know some of you have read the source material, but I guess just still don't spoil me. Just let me keep wondering. But I really want to see more of their real life counterparts. I really want to see more of the characters in real life. We've seen them as magical girls almost the entire anime. I'd like to have some more stuff where we see what they're going through outside of that. I liked seeing like work and when she went to school and stuff, some of the stuff that Ruler was dealing with outside of being a magical girl. So I'd like to see what some of the others, and I loved seeing just the 1 or 2 short scenes with Nemarine's real life. I would love to see more of what they're like in real life. Hell, I would watch a whole second anime or a whole set of OVAs for what they do in real life outside of being magical girls. Yeah, and I had wrote down to remember to ask, but I already asked earlier, if any of you knew why Ruler was covered in blood, like if the deaths are like randomized so it looks like she was shot or stabbed or something instead of a heart attack, because I thought it was odd that she was covered in blood like that. But either way, for this episode, it was not quite a perfect score for me. There were some better things that I've seen, but it was also definitely on par with the first episode, and I think it was certainly better than last episode. And last episode was good, but I think this was even better than that. So this is a very strong episode. I'm giving it a very strong 9.5 coup d'etats out of 10, I guess. I probably could have thought of something better, but that's good enough. But anyway, if you guys like this video, like I said, I will be trying to get these up on Sundays from now on, because I would rather do it then. I want to get these up as early as possible since a lot of you seem interested, and I am very interested. So yeah, comment down there, tell me what you thought of this episode, and what you thought of my thoughts on it, and all of that. And subscribe for more Mahou Shoujo Ikusei Keikaku, One Piece, both anime and manga, and a ton of other anime and manga. I recommend on my channel, if you want to check something out, check out the 12 Beast videos. I freaking love 12 Beast. And check out 12 Beast in general. That's just a new thing I picked up, sort of an obscure thing that you may not have heard of. But check out 12 Beast. I really like it. Yeah, just suggestions. Follow on Twitter if you want, and I'll try to keep you updated there and stuff at the channel. And that's it. So thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.